Hello and welcome to High Ground Gaming. This is Eric, and today we're going to show a video. I finished the 1978 season month of April, and I thought I would give you a little recap of we playing the American League in the Boston Red Sox 1978 season. So yeah, I said I would summarize the first month of the season and compare it to the actual season, and let's see how we compare. So let's see here. Let's go to the stats, and first let's go to the standings. So let's see, league stats. Here we go. So alright, so here are our stats for the season so far. The Red Sox are currently 12-8. They were 11-9 in the actual season, so just one game behind that, ahead of the pace. Let's see, Baltimore's in second with a record of 11-8. Baltimore was actually 8-11, so they're ahead of their pace. Milwaukee 10-10, and they were 9-11, so one game better. The dreaded Yankees 9-10 in the replay, and they were 10-9. In the actual season at this point. So alright, that's a little bit behind what they were in the regular season. Detroit is 8-10 in the replay, and Detroit was actually 13-5 in the actual season, so they're quite a bit off the pace for what they were in the regular season after 1 month. The Toronto Blue Jays in the replay are 7-14, and they were actually 8-13 in the actual season. And finally, Cleveland 6-13 in the replay, and they were 8-11 in the actual season. In the American League West, Kansas City and California are both tied, although Kansas City is percentage points ahead of California. See, so Kansas City is 13-6 in the replay. They were 14-5, so one game off the pace there. And they were actually in second place. Oakland was in first, and we'll get to that. California 14-7 in the replay, and they were 14-7 in the actual season, so right where they should be as far as record. Minnesota 14-10 in the replay, and Minnesota was 8-16 in the actual season, so they're quite a bit ahead of their pace. So 8-16 in the actual season. Let's see, Texas 10-9 in the replay, 9-10 in the actual season. Chicago White Sox 9-9 in the replay, and they're actually 6-12, so 3 games ahead of that pace. Seattle 12-14, and they were 8-18 in their actual season, so they're actually quite a bit ahead. They're 4 games ahead. 4 more wins, 4 less losses. And finally, the polar opposite of what they were in the regular season. Oakland is 7-14 in the replay, and you can see they're 16-5. Oh yeah, I didn't even look at this right here. I was looking at the Baseball Reference, but yep, forgot they actually have it right here too. So, and then you can see their actual won loss totals and everything. So, you know, it's only after 1 month, but I figured after 1 month, might be nice to see, you know, where each team is at compared to what they did in the regular season and their overall record. So let's see here. Anything else stands out? California's 10-4 at home. Cleveland's 4-10 away on the road. Let's check the Red Sox here since that's who we're playing. 12-8. 8-2 at home, 4-6 on the road, 4-2 versus left-handers. 8-6 versus right-handers. 1-2 in extra innings, and 1-run games. They're 4-4, and they've currently lost 2 games. Let's see here. Let's check the actual Red Sox team here and see how they're doing. Let's see. Let's see here. Team stats. All right. Let's go to the Red Sox. So overall record 12-8, home record 8-2, road record 4-6. Okay, we saw all this stuff before. Last 10, 5-5. Current 2-game losing streak. Longest winning streak was 5 games. Longest losing streak is 2 games. Left on base, 160. And the opponent's on 32. Turned 19 double plays. And the opponent's turned 21. No triple plays. Most hits, 15 for and the opponent's also. Least hits, 4. That's pretty good. I mean, considering that's the least amount of hits, they had a pretty powerful offense. Opponent 2. Most runs, 11. And the team opponent, 11. Total runs, 90. And opponent, 86. So not that much of a run differential here. Average runs, 4.5. And so their pitching has been, I don't know if it's a little off. Let's just take a look at see if we can find the actual pitching stats after the first month. Don't think so. I don't see any right here on the actual Baseball Reference. So they have not been shut out yet. 2 games, 1 run. 3 games, 5 runs. 3 games, 3 runs scored. 3 games. 3 games, 4 runs scored, 2 of 5, 2 of 8, and 3 of 10 plus, so 10 or 11. Based on that. Against the Indians, they're 4-2. Brewers, they're 3-2. Haven't played the Yankees yet, or the Orioles. So Detroit, actually. So there's a lot of division teams they haven't played yet. White Sox, they're 1-2 against, and Texas Rangers, they've had 2 series against, and they're 4-2. So they've won, except for the White Sox, they've won they're ahead in the season series, except for that. Okay, here, home runs at Boston, 12 for them, 11 for the opponent, and 10-8 as far as home runs at the on the road. So pretty even there. Okay. Let's check the team stats here. Let's see. Let's check we'll check the league leaders. Why not? Then we'll go to the Red Sox stats. So far, Buddy Bell for Cleveland leads it with 408, tied with Al Oliver. And he's done a job on the Red Sox so far. Roy Howell, 386 for the Blue Jays. Rod Carew, 385. Don Money for Milwaukee, 382. Mike Cubbage, 379. And see, Rick Burleson for the Red Sox, 354. And Jerry Remy, 329. Bats, Jerry Remy, 85. Runs scored, Jerry Remy, 13. Don Bill leads with 17. Hits, Rod Carew leads with 37, followed by Roy Howell and Roy Smalley. See, Rick Burleson has 28 hits, leads the Red Sox. Oh, sorry. Actually tied with Jerry Remy. Both have 28 hits. Let's see. Nobody on the... Let's see. Paul Dade for Cleveland leads with 9 doubles. No Red Sox in the leaders. Triples. Paul Molitor has 3 triples so far. Leads the league. Bunch tied with 2. Home runs. Freddie Lynn for the Red Sox. That's 5. Rico Cardi and Don Villa both have 10 home runs, so they're off to a tremendous start there, power-wise anyway. Let's see. So no other Red Sox in the leaders there, so Jim Rice has yet to turn it on yet. Runs batted in. Rico Cardi for the Blue Jays leads it with 28. Don Villa 26. No Red Sox in the leaders for RBIs. Walks. Stanton with 15. Singleton 13. Jim Rice for the Red Sox has 13. Yastrzemski has 12. Intentional walks. Jim Rice leads, tied with Rod Carew and Bob Stinson. I think it is Bob Stinson, yeah. Seattle. And Craig Reynolds for Seattle. 3. Strikeouts. Let's see. Reggie Jackson's up there. Rick Jones for Seattle. I think it's Rupert Jones. Jim Rice has 21 strikeouts, so he struck out quite a bit. Bobby Bonds 20, and Gary, I think it's Gary Alexander there, 20. John Hale. Dwight Evans is 19. By a pitch, Al Brumley. Let's see. Bert Campaneris. Sacrifice hits 5. Don Money 4. Norrie Smalley. Stolen bases. Wow. Willie Wilson is 19 already in the first month. No Red Sox in there, not surprisingly. Paul Dade, stolen base percentage. Carly Lansford. Patek, okay. Bunch of guys tied with perfect. Haven't been caught yet. Grounded double play. Rod Carew 6. Willie Horton 5. Larry Heisel, Milwaukee 5. No Red Sox in there. Hitting streaks. Okay, so the asterisk ones would be active hitting streaks. So Al Oliver currently has a 14-game hitting streak. Jim Rice had a 10-game hitting streak. Bruce Bochy currently has a 10-game hitting streak. And Rick Miller for the Angels, former Red Sox, has 9. And Rick Burleson had a 9-game hitting streak. Pinch hit average, probably like 2 for 3, so not too much data here yet. Don Baylor slugging 705. Amos Otis, Kansas City 704. Al Oliver 684. Rico Cardi. Freddie Lynn 537. Rod Carew 450 on base percentage. Mike Coverage 446. Al Oliver 440. Rick Burleson 414. Runs created 14.1. Al Oliver. Amos Otis 11.3. Rick Burleson 8.1. Total average, 1.356 for Oliver. Amos Otis close behind. No Red Sox in here. Total bases, Rico Cardi 60. Jim Rice would, I think he'd get 400 total bases, but he's nowhere to be seen yet. Let's see, Paul Molitor, batting average versus lefties. Molitor 625. Leon Roberts with 519. Ralph Garr 500. Rod Carew 438. Dwight Evans 400. Batting average versus lefties. Red Sox, they're league leaders for 1968. Home runs versus lefties. Yastrzemski tied with Parrish and Cardi and Roberts with 3. Batting average versus righties. Jerry Remy's, Buddy Bell with 463 for Cleveland. Jerry Remy's 420. That's all for the Red Sox there. Home runs versus righties. Don Baylor 9. Well, 9 out of his 10 home runs versus righties. Cardi with 7. Let's see. Range check here. Eddie Murray's perfect. Second base. Let's see. Any Red Sox on here. Second base. Bump Wills 923. Remy 857. Third base. Butch Hobson, wow, 167. That is not surprising at all. Eric Soderholm leads with 889, followed by Greg Nettles, 875. Yeah, Butch Hobson, definitely. Not much range there. Rick Burleson, perfect. Shortstop, wow, that's amazing. For a shortstop to have 1,000. Perfect range there. Well, he has a 1, so in a way not so that surprising. Mark Belanger, 909. Bert Campaneris. What about blanks? He had down near the bottom. He's kind of like the Butch Hobson of shortstop. Let's see. Freddie Lynn. Yeah. Dwight Evans, 938. So Dwight Evans has made an error. That's a range check, though, I think. A range check there, 938. Still pretty high, though. Fourth in the league. Well, second, actually. Catcher percentage. Colin Fisk, 867. May. Buck Martinez and Darryl Porter, 5,000. Sundberg's 800. Errors, yeah, Larvo Blanks 10, and there you go. Butch Hobson 8. Not surprising at all for that. Opponent steals. Wow. Ron Pruitt hasn't made a throw anybody. Carlton Fisk, wow, 17 opponent steals. Opponent stolen base percentage. The best has been Charlie Moore. Jim Sundberg, 400. 40%, I mean. League leaders for wins. Greg Zahn with 5. Nolan Ryan with 4. Paul Splitchor with 4. Losses with Langford's got 5 for Oakland. Wayne Garland 4 for Cleveland. ERA, let's see. Larry Gurr for the Royals, 1.35. Scott McGregor, 1.35. Both tied there. Matt Keogh for Oakland, 172. Jim Palmer, 1.8. Ron Guidry, 2.09. Steve Busby, Nolan Ryan. No surprises there, really. Roger Erickson, 46 and a third innings pitched. Matt Lack for Texas, 45. Ron Guidry, 43. Eckersley with 40 for the Red Sox. Total batters faced. You don't want to be high in this one. Roger Erickson, no Red Sox in that one. Games pitched. Jim Kern, closer for Cleveland, 10. Romo for Enrique, I think, 10 also. Drago's pitched quite a bit at 9. And Bob Stanley. With the Red Sox. Game started. Wayne Garland, 6. Jerry Augustine, Dennis Leonard, Roger Erickson. Complete games. Ron Guidry, 5. Jim Palmer, 4. Nolan Ryan, 3. Wilbur Wood, 3. Split shot, 3. So forth. Game's finished. You have Bob Stanley's in there with 6. Romo leads with 8. Saves. Dave LaRoche, 6. Bob Stanley right behind him with 5. And Bob McClure and Enrique Romo. Save percentage. Bob Stanley perfect. With Don Stanhouse and Rodriguez for Milwaukee. Shutouts. Jim Palmer's got 2 shutouts. Dennis Leonard, 51. No Red Sox on there. No Red Sox on the shutouts. Runs. Chris Knapp, 28. Wayne Garland, 27. Earned runs. Knapp and Garland again. No Red Sox on there. Home runs allowed. Paul Mitchell. It's Paul Mitchell, yeah. 8 with Seattle. Doc Ellis, Texas, 7. Moose has 6, and Wilbur Wood 6. Walks, yeah. Nolan Ryan leads in walks. He could have easily led in walks and strikeouts. I think it's Chris Knapp there, 18. Red Sox on there. Strikeouts. I don't know that gives Lee's line on that. Nolan Ryan, yep, he does. He leads in strikeouts and walks, Nolan Ryan. Not a surprise. Actually, he leads in quite a bit, 8 by 18 over Moose Haas. Followed by Ron Guidry and Ken Kravec. Well, pitches. Nolan Ryan, 4. Sox in there. Frank Tanana with 3 balks. Opponent steals. Rick Wise, Cleveland, 9. And Jim Clancy for Toronto, 9. Eckersley's in there with 6. Opponent stolen base percentage. Dave Rosema, the best there. Wow. 20%. John Matlack, 33%. Right, Fergie Jenkins, 33%. No Red Sox on there. No batters there. Hits per 9 innings. Larry Gurr leads at 4.95. Ken Kravik 5.4. Ron Guidry, any Red Sox? Oh yeah, Dennis Eckersley 7.43. Walks per 9 innings. Paul Thomascard 1.05. Wow, that's real low. Frank Tanana 1.23. Scott McGregor 1.35. Eckersley is 1.80. Strikeouts per 9 innings. So Nolan Ryan leads the league, followed by Moose Haas and Ken Kravik. Home runs per 9 inning. Doyle Alexander, Steve Busby, Dick Tidrow, and Rick Wise. Not a lot of home run. Opponent's batting average. Larry Gurr 162, Ken Kravik 173, Jim Palmer 184, so forth. Left opponent batting average, Gurr leads it. There's not a lot of hit against the lefty. And Kravik's up there too. No Red Sox on there. Moose Haas, right opponent batting average. Wow, this is impressive. Moose Haas 12.5%, 1.25. Matt Keogh 1.35. Eckersley is in there, 1.43. Been very good against lefties. Righties. Run support. Larry Gurr 8 runs an outing. Wow. Mike Torres 5.4 on there for the Red Sox. And hitter runner Steve Burke and John Montague for Seattle. That's kind of ironic. Alright, Moose Haas leads strikeouts over walks 4.43. Catfish Hunter 3.5. Ron Guidry. Alright, so those are your league leaders. I don't really want to look at any of this stuff. Want to stop it there, you can. Well, team reports, it might be kind of league grand totals. So the Red Sox are hitting 275 with up there with home runs. I think they're second, behind California. RBIs, about the middle of the pack, maybe a little upper middle. No stolen, not one stolen base yet, and caught stealing once. 17 errors. Kind of high there. Okay, let's check the defense. For the ERA, the pitching, 3.7. Kind of in the middle there, maybe upper middle. 12 and 8. Innings pitched. Less hits per innings pitch. That's good. Let's see who leads in ERA. Kansas City leads in ERA, followed by Baltimore, New York. Red Sox are second in batting average in the league. Opponent's average 262. Baltimore opponents are only hitting 228. Nasty starting pitching there. Second grand totals. Teams like 762. Wow, a lot of strikeouts there. Seattle's only the one worse. See if anything sticks out here. A lot of stats here. 814 overall fielding range percentage here. Definitely among the leaders after the Yankees and the Baltimore ahead of them. Fielding grand totals. Check those out if you like. 978 overall fielding percentage. Manager profiles. Sacrifices. Perfect 3 for 3. Haven't done it that much. You can see a lot of the teams do a lot more. Not so much with the Red Sox. Not sure what actually all this stuff is. Clutch hitting, that's clutch hitting, I think. Look at that if you like. Injury report. These are guys that, George Scott's injured. I'm using the as played lineup, so it's games lost to injury 0 because I'm using the as played. Line scores, these are just all the line scores, blah blah blah. Okay, newspaper cap, yeah, all the recaps from the last. I don't think I had actually played this date. Okay. Oh yeah, it's not through the date. I haven't played this yet. Here's this newspaper box score here. Who's hot and who's not. I don't think we have anybody on there. Today's games. Torres goes against Bryles. For the Baltimore. Start a series with Baltimore. Awards voting. Definitely a lot of stats in Strat-o-matic, which is cool. Too many, no first place votes for anybody. Wow. Probably second place. Second team All-Stars. Carlton Fisk, Jerry Remy, Rick Burleson. No outfielders on there yet. Gold Glove selections. George Scott first base. Burleson. Freddie Lynn. Gold Gloves runner-ups. Evans runner-up. Wow. Oh, after Freddie Lynn. Okay. Oops. Silver Sluggers. Wow. Awards. Fisk is runner-up. Remy's runner-up. Burleson's runner-up. Relief. Bob Stanley third. Dave LaRoche ahead. Manager of the Year. Don Zimmer's top 5. Number 5. Record book. Just different records. Oops. And all the reports there. That's just everything. So, alright. I think that is going to be it. Let's just actually look at the team stats. Primary. Here we go. So let's look at the Red Sox. Just look at the Red Sox. And then I'll just kind of stop briefly at each team if you want to look at it. So these are the Red Sox stats here. Rick Burleson, the leader right now. Let's look at Jim Rice just to see where he's at. So definitely behind the pace here. 3 homers and 10 runs batted in. (21 strikeouts). There's their pitching staff here. Let's see. Eckersley 3-2. Drago's 3-1. Relief. Tiant's 1-0. Bob Stanley been really effective. 1.02 ERA in 17 innings pitched, so definitely been really effective. Drago's also been excellent. Philly's been okay. Alright. So I'll just stop briefly. And again, it's just the American League. That's all I'm playing right now. Eventually I might just send the National League just so when it gets to the end of the year, or I may just do it soon and show you guys where the National League is at after the first month. Try to get to that. Alright, so let's see. There's Baltimore stats. If you guys want to stop at this, go feel free. Pause it. California. Going 9-4-1. White Sox. Cleveland. Buddy Bell doing well. In 408. Detroit Tigers. Jack Morris 1-1 with a .82 ERA. Kansas City. Ball split off 4-1. George Brett, 299 with 4 homers and 13 runs bet in. Darryl Porter, 281 with 3 homers and 14. Milwaukee. Gorman Thomas with 5 home runs. Don Money hitting 382. Cecil Cooper, 303. Minnesota. Rod Carew, 385. Greg Zahn, wow, 5-0. 5 starts, 2.54 ERA, excellent. Off to a great start. The Twins. Yankees, here we go. Chris Chambliss, 300. That's Reggie Jackson. He's been struggling so far. 211 with 1 homer. Let's see. Sparky Lyles, 2-0 in relief. 1 save. Oh, they only get 3 saves total. Ryan Guidry, 3-2 with a 2.09 ERA. I think he'd win the Cy Young in 78. Goose Gossage. Oh, Catfish Hunter, 0-3. Keep it up. Alright, Oakland. Nothing that exciting here. Matt Keogh's 3-1 with 1.72 ERA in 4 games. Rick Langford, wow, 0-5 in 5 game starts. Not good at all. 5.28 ERA. Pete Broberg 0-3. Ouch. Seattle. Bruce Bochy, 284 with 2 homers and 11 runs batted in. Dan Meyer, 4 homers and 16 runs batted in. Only hitting 211 though. Nothing that exciting here. Texas. Jim Sundberg, 309. Al Oliver, yeah, 408. 3 runs, home runs, 16 RBIs. Reggie Jenkins, 2-0. John Matlack, 2-1, 2.60 ERA. And finally, Toronto Blue Jays. Roy Howell, 386. Homer and 16 runs batted in. Wow. That's right. Rico Cardi, 10 homers. 292, 28 runs batted in. Nothing that exciting with the pitchers. Jesse Jefferson, 5.53 ERA, 0-3. A lot of high ERAs here. Secondary. Look at those real fast. These are all Boston. I'm just going to highlight them real quick. Lefty, righty. Sabermetric. Fielding. Jobs at 167. Total 12 chances for 2 out of 12. Ouch. Definitely a liability there. Traditional fielding. Oops. There you go. High position. Team detail. Line scores, not there. Usage display. Usage compared to normal usage. Let's look at Jim Rice, 93%. His at-bats for the season. Plate appearances right on there. Hits. On a pace for just 160. Yeah, this is the pace, I think. Yeah, prorated and actual, so 160, so he's definitely behind as far as hits go. Doubles ahead of that. Triples, hasn't got one yet. Pace for 0. And home runs only at 24. Pace for 24, so he's going to have to pick it up. Again, it's early on, only after 1 month. Walks way ahead of his walk pace. Strikeouts way ahead of in the bad way. Let's get Eckersley here. Earned runs. Hits. Below his. They're on a good pace there. Walks. Good pace there. A little bit behind on the strikeouts and home runs allowed. About the same. That's Yastrzemski. So yeah, if you want to pause and look at this, feel free. Daily log. Most of the time they've been in first place. Tied for first. Obviously in the beginning of the season they're going to be, but they've been in first place since tied for first on 450 and the 15th, so about 2 weeks. Comparison. And the star reports there. So, all right. So, thank you for joining me. I just want to give a little season recap so far after the first month, the 1978 season. Feel free to leave any comments or any data you saw there that looked interesting that I didn't catch, or just let me know. So, thank you for joining me. It's been Eric from Higher Ground Gaming, and we will see you in the next month of the Red Sox replay. 1978 will be May 1st will be our next game. So take care, and it'll be against the Orioles. So take care, and God bless. Bye-bye.